We are Legion.
What's up, comic community, comic fam? How are y'all today? It's new DC Day. That means new comic books for me. I'm going to hang out for a little bit, look at what's hitting shelves today. Hope everyone's having a good day. While we wait on people to roll in here, let's hit that intro. So let's go ahead and give a big thank you to Big Time Collectibles for sponsoring the monthly Legion Loot giveaway for the channel members, as well as Justin Comics over on Instagram. Be sure to hit him up. He's the official pressure of the Comic Legion. Use that promo code We Are Legion and save some money. Take advantage of that buy two get one free special. All right, so it hasn't been long since I've been here. I feel like I just got off of a live stream. So if you didn't know, last night I did a random live late night hangout. I was sitting up. I really just didn't want to go to bed. It was kind of the last day of my long holiday work run, and I just wanted to stay up. So I just decided to do a live, and we ended up going for over 3 hours, and it turned into this epic giveaway stream and subscriber push for Sector 2815. So if you guys haven't already subbed him up, be sure to do that. He's got his 100 subscriber giveaway video that he just put up. And he's giving away some cool stuff. Awesome dude. Great content. He doesn't do a ton of content, but he keeps you up to speed with comic news and all kinds of stuff. And tomorrow night, Wednesday, I think it'll be at 9 Eastern, 9:30 Eastern, he's going to be doing his show, Guess That Key, which I will be on. And I'm excited because my final comic grail of 2021 I have not shown off yet, because I did not want him or anyone in the community to know I had it yet, because I'm going to be bringing it to Guess That Key. So if you want to see what my big final comic grail of 2021 is, first, be on his channel, because that's where it'll be shown. And then after that, it'll pop up on my channel, I think, next Monday. But yeah, so dude, Flash by Night, you are spot on. Today is day 1 of 2 of what's known as New Comic Book Day. That is right. We're in the first 24 of the first 48. That's awesome. So what is going on, Les Crucius, 1971? Appreciate you stopping in, hailing all the way from New Mexico. Dude, Sagnique was hanging out with us all night last night. Dude, appreciate it. He was helping push Sector's channel. Dude, we gave away so many books. It was really fun. If you want to take just a little snippet of what we did, I did post a little snippet on Instagram, but I think I did like 4 giveaways. Rob's Fat Sack did a 6-book blind pool. Panda gave away a stack of books. It was nuts. What is going on, Mr. DJ Links? That's right. Hashtag Link Squad. Hashtag We Are Legion. Kenneth Bird, how's it going, brother? Hope you're doing well today. Today, I saw all Dark Knights of Steel issue 3 in my local comic shop were 100% sold out. I don't know what happened. Detective mode on. Oh, dude, that's nuts. I did get my copy. I'll be talking about that. Not spoiling any books today. I mean, they just came out today, and not till tomorrow for some, depending on where you're located. But I will be showing off what I picked up and hanging out for just a little bit. The kids are asleep for that afternoon nap, so I'm taking full advantage of it. Dude, that's exactly what I tell my wife every time I put this on. It's not very often. I think this is the 3rd time I've worn it in my life. I wore it once, like last year or the year before, for a family photo thing we did. And then this is the 2nd time this year I've worn it. And it's super comfy, man. I feel like the brawny man, minus the axe. I don't have an axe in here. If I had an axe, I'd be like the paper towel guy. It was sold out in pre-order. Dude, it is good. It's good. I can believe that. I definitely can see that happening. Yeah, you have to put it on a pull list. I worked last night. Back to days next week. There you go. I don't know if you prefer days or nights. No, it's different for different people. My good buddy, he alternates from days and nights, but he hates nights. It's just not for him. He can never get in the routine of it. But my brother and my dad both worked nights and loved it. But yeah, so it's DC Day. Let's get into it. I've only read one book so far. I've been kind of absolutely worn out from going late last night, getting up early and running around the day. But first book up, I got that Vendetti World of Krypton issue number 2. And then Miko Suyon is doing the covers on these bad boys. So these standard A covers have actual Miko Suyon goodness on them. Normally he's like one of those variant cover artists that you see. He's like got some exceptional artwork. So that's awesome to see him getting some standard A cover love, as well as who is it? Is it Kale New is getting the upcoming Ghost Rider series? He has the standard A's for that. I'm pumped for that one. Love me some Ghost Rider. So per usual, when Marvel starts up a new series with a character I love, I'm definitely going to give it a shot and hope for the best. You know, they normally lose me in the writing though. There's some out there that I still need to go back and read, like Jeb McKay's Moon Knight that's running right now. I've heard nothing but great things. I would love to check that out. But I feel like I'm getting left behind on it. Same thing happened with me on Daredevil. I didn't jump on that Zdarsky run, and then I just kept telling myself I'll get back around to it. But that World of Krypton, issue number 2. Next up, and now this one I'm excited about, hoping for some good stuff here. Exactly. Mick Foley mode activated. Yeah. I'm chilling in shorts. Got a nap because work again tonight. If you're not chilling in shorts, are you really chilling? You know what I mean? This is the only way. Foley loves Christmas. What issue is Krypton on? How is it? It's on issue 2. And unless you're like a Superman fan, and I mean like deep Superman fan, it's probably not going to be for you, to be honest with you. It's written well, but it's about Kryptonian politics and like the hierarchy of Krypton and the changing and shifting of it, and the House of Zod and the House of El kind of getting that fracture between the two of them. So they're going to be playing with some like Superman mythos, like the creation of the Phantom Zone projector. The whole like book started in issue 1 with a great extinction event happening inside of nature on Krypton, where a whole species of animals are dying off, and the science people are trying to figure out why, while the military people are trying to find wars to fight because there's peace on Krypton. It's really about Kryptonian politics, which I enjoy a lot. So if that doesn't really sound like it'd be up to snuff with you, it's not like largely action based, it's dialogue driven. But also the animation in it is like a good blend between Bruce Timm and Darwin Cook. It's very animated series looking with its own little twist to it. So that even though you have these hyper realistic covers with Miko, the interiors are very animated, and it works out really well for me. I enjoy that kind of stuff and very nostalgic feeling with it. But it's definitely not for everybody. I would not tell anyone to go blind by that, but check it out first. You know, like flip through it, kind of try to breeze through it. The new Punisher series, from what I understand, is a mini series, and everybody's losing their mind about Marvel changing the logo. I really feel like Marvel's trying to dip their toes out there to see how that would work, and it did not respond well. But the main covers, he's rocking his regular logo. He's gonna have a logo switch in the book, and I'm pretty certain it's going to be because of the content of the story. Because everyone was talking about his logo, but no one was talking about how the dude wasn't carrying guns. He had samurai swords where his holsters would be. But I'm going to check it out as well. What is going on, Stephen C? Saying hello to all the Legionnaires. We got a lot of channel members up in the chat. I definitely appreciate that. I'm a super fan. I enjoy TV show. I gotta start picking it up. Yeah, dude. If you like Soups, you're gonna enjoy it. But yeah, next book up, we have Detective Comics 1047. So this is weird. Well, it's not weird. This is the first time we're seeing the back-to-back Detective Comics 1 week after the next. So starting, I guess last week, but starting today, moving forward, this is the 12-issue event called Shadow of the Bat that'll be taking place in Detective Comics. So this is supposed to be like all the drama that has to do with the construction of Arkham Tower. So it's kind of splitting the Bat family. They all have their own opinion on it. They're kind of pushing some politics into it because we do have Mayor Nakano trying to get his footing back since the Fear State and Joker War and all that stuff. So the team's kind of got their own opinions on it. Batman's stepping out. He's going to be dealing with some international dilemmas. See Batman for more details on that. But a new creative team, kinda. We still have Mariko Tamaki writing it, which has been phenomenal, been doing good. The Fear State stories were kind of boring, but the writing wasn't bad. So, like, it was written well, just the content wasn't very exciting. But I'm excited about this one. This new cover artist, I'm going to have to get the name because this is something to be seen. Let me see if I can find it real quick. But Ivan Reese is stepping in to be doing the interiors. And if you follow my channel, you know I love me some Ivan Reese. That's the artist that was on Superman when Bendis's run. He also moved over to Batman Superman title. But he's like a classic style comic book illustrator. He's consistent. He's dynamic. I mean, he just draws well. Like, look at the background is leaping down. I'm not going to try to spoil anything. And see, here's the ad page. Like, this is the page that was advertising all the books leading into this week. I mean, it's just clean, crisp, but dynamic and comic book feeling. Like, and he's just awesome. So I'm excited to dive into this one. The backup story is called House of Wayne Part 1. The backup story leading into this has been the Arkham Tower one. So, yeah. We'll see where this one goes. It'll be coming out 4 times a month for the next 12 weeks. So we'll see if it's going to be able to keep people engaged or if they're going to call it quits. We know that Amazing Spider-Man is doing 3 issues a month, and some people were not too thrilled about that. Next up, let's see. It's interesting when writers go into the politics and governments in the book. I started reading IDW Transformers, and it's all about politics and government before the war we're all used to. Yeah, dude, sometimes it can get pretty creepy with some of the foreshadowing, and it's not like they necessarily mean to do it. You know, when you get like some good writers that don't want to be so on the nose, and then they accidentally foreshadow stuff, man, it can be pretty wicked. But yeah, I don't really care for stuff that's too on the nose. Not all the time, but yeah. The Krypton stuff has kind of just like definitely been established for a long time. You're just kind of getting to see it play out, especially if you watch the Krypton show or if you read like older books like the Last Days of Krypton and stuff. It's kind of the same dynamics and stuff, just kind of retold by a different writer. But speaking of Kryptonians, next book up today is Superman Son of Kal-El #6 from Tom Taylor. So this is, I think, so this is issue 6. So I think we're going to be getting the final issue of this first story arc. We've had that dude named Bendix, which I kind of felt like was a jab on Brian Michael Bendis, who was writing Superman before Tom Taylor and Philip Kennedy Johnson. But he's the villain. He's running his own part of the world with an iron thumb, and he's abusing people. People are fleeing his country and coming here, and that's where Jonathan stepped in and was wanting to do more as an American citizen, and as a world citizen, where his dad really was hands off with it because Clark is not of this earth. Jonathan is from this earth, so he feels like he has a responsibility to step in and intervene where his father didn't. So he wanted to right some of these wrongs, and he's trying to learn where he fits in and what's the proper way to do that and how far he really should go. So it ended poorly with his first interaction with Bendix. He almost lost his life. But he took refuge at his friend Jay's and potential love interest or romantic interest. And they kind of shared an intimate moment. He left in that last issue. Then we had the annual. So we're going to be coming back to him regrouping and taking the fight to Bendix yet again. So we'll see if it works out this time or not. I'm expecting it to, and to get past this Bendix story. It's definitely been a great introduction story for a first story arc. Highly, highly, highly suggest this title. That's right. That is right, Ruben. The Iron Thumb. That's it. Some people say an Iron Fist. Not me. It's the thumb. Cowabunga fan. Let's see. I forgot who just picked up Transformers and G.I. Joe. I think Dark Horse or something is about to be taking over those properties. Don't quote me on that. But if I remember correctly, IDW is losing them. Which it'd be cool if Dark Horse took them over, because Dark Horse lost a lot of properties in 2021. Aliens, Predator, kind of their flagship stuff that has been constant since the very early 90s. But it'd be cool to get Dark Horse style Transformers. Can you imagine how dark and gritty they could take it? Because they tend to do darker, more independent style comics. Like they still have that 90s vibe, that 90s feel to them. Dude, I know I'm missing a book here because I'm talking about Dark Horse. It's got me thinking. Yes, I am, and here it is. So I got a book from last week. Paul Rogers, the owner of the LCS, he showed this to me and told me to check it out and look at it. And I'm like, dude, that's intriguing. I'm going to try that out. And it's from Dark Horse. It's called Daisy. Colin Lemire. I'm horrible with names. Lorimer. Colin Lorimer. But this is about this. If you see, she's standing in front of a police background, like 7 feet tall, 6 feet tall. She's a giant, not like 60 feet tall, like a giant though. And it's supposed to have like some biblical undertones. It looks wicked and stuff. I'm excited to get into it because I flipped through it. I don't know much about it. I kind of immediately stopped looking as to not have it spoiled. I reached out to the promiscuous time traveler, Kyle, who is a indie aficionado, and he said that he read it and it was awesome. He's definitely intrigued, and it gets absolutely crazy toward the end. So I'm in for Daisy. This camera, man, I just cannot get it to focus properly for me. Let me see. Hit this, hit that, hit this, hit that, and then hit that, and I'm back. So it's something that I look forward to checking out. Hopefully it'll be good. It's only a 5-issue story, and Noggin said that Daisy is a great read. So that's awesome to hear. That's 2 people now. Aggressively Relaxing has made it. What is going on, brother? Happy DC Day to you as well. And speaking of DC, next up we have Suicide Squad, issue number 11. So this is Suicide Squad tagline versus Earth 8's Mightiest Heroes. So some of these people do look familiar that we've seen in Infinite Frontier. He popped up for a second. But it looks like some analog characters. Look like we have a Hulk, a Spider-Woman, a Thor, an Iron Man, a Captain Marvel, Captain America. I don't know if you this is like those knockoff Marvel characters we have. So the big blue-headed guy is Hulk. Right on his shoulders is the Spider-Man character. Right there holding the lightning axe would be Thor. Right under that would be the green character Iron Man. Obviously Captain Marvel. I'm guessing Black Widow, and then Captain America there at the bottom, even with the little shield. But that's going to be really fun. That's going to be super fun. So previous issue, we saw the 2-issue arc where Amanda Waller sent her team to Oa to go retrieve the final piece she needs. And it was a secret villain. It wasn't even an actual mechanical piece. I don't necessarily want to spoil that. I don't really do spoilers on Tuesdays, but if you're following DC's continuity, you have to be reading Suicide Squad. This is the backbone of all DC continuity right now. They crisscross everywhere, and this is all leading to the Battle for Earth 3 event coming up. So we do know that Amanda Waller's, her goal is to collect all these people, pieces, and things so that she can reset up shop on Earth 3. She's at the end of her rope here on Earth Prime. The government is after her now. She has her old team headed by Rick Flag. That's right. Hashtag raise the flag, who are all after her, and she needs to get Audi 5000. So we're going to be getting this crossover event with Teen Titans, Suicide Squad, and the Crime Syndicate that takes place on Earth 3 with her trying to take over Earth 3. So I'm going to be excited about that. And we know that Rick Flag's got this team that he's coming forward to, and I hope he's the one that gets to shut her down, man. He's earned it. He really has. He has probably heard it 1,000 times, but I love Aggressively Relaxing's name. Yeah, it's the perfect name, isn't it? Yeah, cover B was awesome for Suicide Squad. It had Ambush Bug sitting there like an African hunter with a safari hat on and stuff, and the whole team's heads on mantle displays all around him. But I got to stick to cover A's when I'm getting my reader copies because, I mean, it's saved $10 today just by buying cover A's. I just picked up the Suicide Squad trade. I'm excited to see where all this Earth 3 stuff is going. Yeah. They did the Crime Syndicate 6-part series, which was our introduction to the current uh, Crime Syndicate. If you want to see Suicide Squad, already popped in there for a brief second, and that was actually a good little 6-issue series. It was a reintroduction, really a first true origin to the entire team, at least the roster that is current right now. Next up, we have Batman issue 119 with that first cover of Abyss. Now, this is the first cover of Abyss per the distributor stuff. Now, there was a big time collectibles exclusive that did feature Abyss on the cover, and it was done by Miko Suyon. And that one was for issue number 116. So they kind of beat DC to it, getting him included on the cover. So we know that Batman kind of has left Gotham temporarily. He has went over to Europe to investigate where the entire Batman Incorporated, who we haven't seen for a while or heard from, they apparently got arrested for murder. And it looks like they murdered this character called Abyss, but yet here he is. And we found out that Batman had not been funding Batman Inc. for a long time now because he just hasn't had the funds, that they were kind of self-operating. But there was a twist at the end of that last issue, Batman. We found out Lex Luthor is actually funding them. He is the one pulling the strings behind him. So there is some malarkey afoot. I've seen some of the covers for upcoming issues, and it looks like we're going to be getting Lex in a bat suit. We saw Lex in his own armor. We saw him in Action Comics during Rebirth wearing his own Superman armor, being a hero. Now we're about to see him rocking a Batman suit. So I don't know what his end game is. It's just getting fired up, but I'm really excited. This is really our return to Lex Luthor since the death metal event at the end of last year. We know that going into that, he became Apex Lex, where Perpetua OP'd him, and he actually took on and defeated the Batman Who Laughs mano a mano in the Hell Arisen storyline, all just to get double crossed by Perpetua, work with the good guys, and do his best to help shut her down. And he's been AWOL since. And in this past month, we had him pop up in Batman 116, as well as Superman Son of Kal-El Annual 2021. So I'm expecting to see big things rolling out from Lex, and sure enough, we're getting teases of him in the bat suit. So this is going to be pretty dope. It's going to be definitely pretty dope. Let's see. Hey, thanks. I was going to call my comic channel Accumulated Trash, but I think I made the right decision in the end. I couldn't agree with you more. I'm trying to agree with you more, but I can't because of how much I already agree with you. Batman, this one is key, right? So I don't really like to spec on stuff, but I do know that Abyss made his appearance in the last issue, but it was just in a flashback for a brief second for a couple of panels at most. So normally what we see is the market deem that a cameo. So if this character is somebody that you do want to pick up the issues to make sure you have just in case, this one you would want to include in it because it's his first true cover appearance, like from the actual distributor. And I have not opened the pages of it, so I cannot confirm, but I'm assuming that he's probably in the book. So this could possibly be his first full appearance if they're going to be splitting hairs on him. But in my mindset, that last issue was his first appearance because I'm kind of a literal person. I mean, who knows? What is going on, Panda Awesome 316? Hashtag Panda Pack, my man. What is going on? Almost picked up the 1 in 25 for that. Grabbed 1 in 50 instead. Looks like you made the wise choice. Was that the foil one that you picked up? Was that the 1 in 50? What's good, Panda? What's the blue wrench besides the name? So the people with the blue wrench, like Panda, are the people that are actually in charge to work. They're on the clock when they're in the chat, as am I when I'm on his channel. So there are bots galore out on YouTube that will just spam your comments with outrageously obscene, racist, sexist, like you name it. They'll just hit your chat and they'll explode with it. Or there are people trying to sell outrageous items in your chat, just dropping links. So if you have a blue wrench, it gives you the ability to delete those as quick as possible, as well as block those users from being able to comment again. So a blue wrench means that you're at work. You're a moderator on the channel. Batman 119 QAS. I don't know what the QAS is. But Batman 119. That's the issue. That was. You gotta give me some heads up of what QAS was. What's up, aggressive? Batman 119 was a fun read. Yeah, I'm excited. 118 blew me away. See, I was not a huge fan of Tynan's run on the Batman title. I was very vocal about it. I think Tynan is a phenomenal writer, but I think he's a trash writer for Batman. Like, not every writer, doesn't matter how good you are, means you're good at writing just everything. And I think he made Batman as a title unrecognizable to myself. And as soon as Williamson stepped in for that last issue, it started off with a literal celebration and fireworks. It was like celebrating the fact that he's gone, and immediately we get like the iconic imagery of Batman propped up on a building like a gargoyle, with low-level street thugs just being fearful and seeing him over every corner when they're trying to crime, to the iconic blimps that make Gotham recognizable. Although, I mean, it was all there. They kind of downgraded his suit just to give us the yellow symbol on his chest, which I absolutely love. We got Batman being a detective. It just felt like Batman's true return. I think that Williamson is a phenomenal writer who is really good at crafting these superhero stories. And he's got such a large influence on the current DC continuity and everything that he's a great writer to have on such a flagship title like Batman, because he can really steer it in bigger decisions, knowing where like the bigger picture stuff is going. So I'm very excited to jump into this whole Abyss storyline. So awesome. Yeah, that foil one you got looked cool. I'm on the clock. QAS, cute as shit. I like Tynan on Batman, but it got old quickly. Yeah, I think the start of the Joker War was pretty solid. I think that's maybe even a little bit before it there. But as soon as we got about halfway through the Joker War, I was done. I saw the writing on the wall. You can ask Panda. We were doing a bunch of review shows together, and Batman was like a monthly one that would hit whenever it would drop, and I just caught it. I'm like, dude, this is about to go south ASAP, and and it did. It really did. My best description of Tynan's final run was a Tron Legacy fueled neon fever dream. That's exactly what it was for me. And Joshua Williamson, we trust for sure. Yeah, like he's crushing his Robin title. That one I don't pick up. I'm not too big of a fan of it. Just really not a fan of the direction. I don't know, the whole like kids, like super assassins acting like kids. I don't like that. I think that Damian doesn't have any innocence left. He doesn't have any youth left. We shouldn't be pretending like he does. But a lot of people give it high praise. A lot of people like it. Deathstroke Inc. I haven't started reading yet. I'm about to. I think we're only 4 issues in. Issue 5 comes out this month with that super wicked Peacemaker B cover. So if you notice when you hit your shops, they're celebrating Peacemaker coming out this month on HBO Max by doing a lot of Peacemaker variants, just like they did for Snyder Cut when it came out, Wonder Woman 84 when it came out. I think they're going to be doing it for the Batman as well. But that's the one that Perillo's doing with the Vigilante and Peacemaker. So I'm going to try to get 3 copies of those, one to put in the giveaway, one to keep, and one to do, I don't know what with, just to play the odds on getting a nice copy. But definitely trust in Williamson. But that Deathstroke Inc. Robin and Batman are about to be crossing over, just like Teen Titans, Suicide Squad, and Crime Syndicate. What is going on? We got the comic book G spot up in here. What is going on, Robert? How are you doing? Hey, Mark called that early. Yeah, it was crap. Tron, Schumacher Batman. Schumacher Batman is better than Tynan's Batman. At least Schumacher's Batman had nips. 17th is Peacemaker on HBO, right? I believe that's right. I would have to double check and look. Not 100% sure. But speaking of Williamson, we have Justice League Incarnate number 3 of 5. And the only thing that really upsets me about this is it's only 5 issues. So this has been phenomenal. Like, I'm a huge cosmic guy. I love trying to put together DC's continuity, finding what titles go with which ones, which are closely tied in with each other, and kind of laying out everything. And this one has just been like nom, 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 nom for me. It's just been perfect. It's been amazing. It's such a hodgepodge team of characters, which I always love, getting ragtag crew together. And plus we have this Ultimate Form Dark Side that's formed once the Omniverse reformed after the end of Death Metal. Like, he is so powerful that he went up to the Quintessence and just killed them all effortlessly. And that's like the Phantom Stranger, the High Father, Spectre. It was insane. So he's trying to break the multiverse and get to the power that's between the cracks of it. And we have the Justice League Incarnate trying to catch up to him and stop him. So we're kind of world hopping right now while they're hot on his heels. So it's giving us the chance to kind of play with different artists on different worlds and touch on a lot of different characters. They also introduced this brand new character called Dr. Multiverse in the first issue, who I think is going to be very instrumental in what he's crafting, because this is Justice League Incarnate number 3, but it's really like issue 9 of the ongoing story, because it started with his Infinite Frontier 6-issue miniseries. And issue 1 of this was just like the very next issue. There was no time break or anything between it, but it has been really good. This is going to be the next book that I read today as soon as we hop off of here. But I absolutely had a blast with that one. Next up, probably a lot of people's read of the week every time it drops, but Dark Knights of Steel, issue number 3 by Tom Taylor hit shelves this week. Ooh-wee, as Panda would say. This story has been phenomenal. Tom Taylor has crafted gold with this. This is basically a Game of Thrones type Elseworld DC book where you have the House of El is ruling a kingdom. You have Jefferson Pierce, the Black Lightning, is ruling a kingdom. And the House of El seems to be like they've kind of got their priorities messed up. In fear of ever losing power, they're making all magic illegal and outlawed, but they're not stopping to define magic or who even wields it. If you got superpowers, they call you magic and lock you down. So Black Adam was kind of getting ready to start to lead a resistance against them. He ended up having Jor-El assassinated, and that caused Supergirl to come and grab Black Lightning's son and just throw him from the castle, killing him in the final page of that last issue. So things are about to get lit. Thank you, Effie. Need sleep later, Legion, but don't sleep on this title. Be sure to pick this up, which he does. He can tell you this is a must read. This is a blast. Read this. Talk about it with your friends. Do not miss this title. But that is the last book that I picked up this week. I did grab something to send to one of the channel members, but I'll show that off later. Let's see, the Future of the Marvel Universe is timeless. And I did pick up the little Marvel calendars, which are super cool. I'm going to throw one of these up at work, as well as throw one of them into the Legion loot box in case whoever wins but did not have an opportunity to get one. Super fun, super cool. Be sure to be on the lookout for that. And I'm going to wrap it up here. It's right at 30 minutes. So be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Turn the notification bells on. Hopefully next Monday, I will be uploading the 1,000 subscriber giveaway entry video. Tons of prizes, signed art print from John Jang, original art from Green Lantern Annual number 3, first appearance of Darkseid, some slabbed up books, some signed slabbed up books, some exclusive variants, as well as a lot of friends in the community plan on hanging out and giving away stuff as well during the live show. So you do not want to miss out on that. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to consider joining the channel, you can always hit that blue button down there that says join, and you can become a Legionnaire and get access to those custom emojis, those loyalty badges. You can have your name entered into the monthly drawing for the Legion loot box sponsored by Big Time Collectibles. And it's always a blast to get a chance to win at those kind of things, man. I try to stack some extra stuff in there. I do have a first appearance of Omega Red, as well as the second appearance, because it's an awesome cover going into this month's Legion loot, and a custom print 3D printed stand by Kidrano Prints that actually pairs with the first appearance of Omega Red. So there'll be some more stuff that I add in there along the way, as I normally do. I'll try to post about it as I get it. Dark Knights of Steel has been phenomenal. Can't wait to pick up 3 and read it tonight. Hopefully we can talk about it this Thursday. That would be a blast. I appreciate that, Comic Book G-Spot. You guys rock. Thank y'all so much for hopping in here. And until next time, as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.